Do you have a child that absolutely loves science? Well, Usborne Books and More has a ton of options when it comes to science books, and I'm here today to show you the inside, a peek inside of some of them. So let us take a look. So we have in front of me all of these that I've actually bought for my boys, but let's start with the Usborne Science Encyclopedia. So this is a very thick book that also is QR tagged linked, and it goes through all of the different types of things kids might want to learn about science. And if they want additional information, they can scan the QR tag and it will bring up an internet site that is a safe link for them to learn more. So if we go to the front, I will show you all of the different, I'm getting a glare here, all of the different topics that this book covers. Light, sound, and electricity, animal world, plants, human body, science facts. So if you are looking for something to keep your kids very busy, or they just want to have a reference book to look things up, actually my boys have been bringing this book to bed with them every night and reading about some of this stuff. So that is book number 1. Book number 2 is the Illustrated Dictionary of Science. So this is actually one of our combined volumes, and it is a guide to physics, chemistry, and biology. So it includes all 3 of those individual encyclopedias. This one also is a reference book. So if we go to the beginning, here you can see physics starts on 1, chemistry and biology. And if you were to scroll through, it will give you information about anything you would want to know about science-related topics. Representing chemicals, states of matter. So this is another fantastic reference book. I actually purchased it for this coming year because I'm homeschooling my soon-to-be 4th grader. So I'm sure that we will be using this. And obviously there's a glossary at the back, so it makes it easier to look things up. Classification on living things. So that one is a combined volume, physics, chemistry, and biology, likely for a little bit of the older crowd. And if you'd like something that is for a little bit of a younger crowd, we also have the Illustrated Elementary Science Dictionary. So it's not as thick as the comprehensive one that's the combined volume, but still has a lot of really great reference information in it. So let's see. So this has living things, forces, energy, materials, the earth and space, science at work. And as you can see, it's set out a little bit differently. The font is a little bit bigger, and it just looks a little bit different. It's easier for younger kids to maybe follow. But bite-sized chunks of different topics, and is also another fantastic reference book. Next, we have something that is just fun to bring places and read. My kids often are known to have this one in the car with them. So we have multiple ones in this series, the 100 Things to Know About. This one just happens to be science, and it has 100 different random facts that you will actually learn a lot too as you're going through. So if we were to go to the beginning, let's see. Your household waste could end up in a new coat. So it talks about recycling, how things are recycled. It talks about your body and how much oxygen is in there. My gosh, it has so many different facts, information. So Carl Linnaeus invented a way for scientists to describe living things. So it talks about his life. An eruption in Indonesia caused a major famine in Europe. Who knew? So tons of interesting facts about all different kinds of things. Whales once walked on all fours. Well, there you go. I just learned that today. I didn't know that before. So this is 100 Things to Know About Science. The next one, if your child is more into reading like a narrative of things, is The Story of Science. This one is actually a hardcover book, and it will go through planet Earth, our place in space, physics, chemistry, numbers and counting, living things, the human body, and prehistoric finds. So this one gives you more of a narrative as you go through and read about all of these different topics. It gives you an idea of when these things happened. It also is an internet-linked book, so you can look up additional information online. Talks about Linnaeus in this one too. It talks about Aristotle. Megamouth sharks were discovered as recently as 1976. Talks about genes and DNA. So just a different way to get your science information. It's written in more of a paragraph form instead of just a fact-based bullet points. So Story of Science, that one is one of our new ones. And if you have children that likes to do activities and create things, we have two different science activities books. We've got one called 365 Science Activities, and then we have a smaller one with 50 science things to make and do, and they are both hardcover. And the pages on the inside are actually thicker than a typical regular page, so they're actually easy to wipe off. So this one, I'm just going to show you the table of contents so you can get an idea of the types of activities that are in here in case you are curious. So, how to make dye drops. Walking on water. How do you make an animal that walks on water? A little water bug. Oh, my Noah would like that. Surface tension. Chalky oil. Loud sounds. How to make a megaphone. How to make bubbles. Make a wand. Sock bubbles. Ooh, that looks fun. I'm going to have to check that one out with my boys. They would like that. Ooh, how to create a catapult. Very nifty stuff. So this could keep them busy all summer long. Ton of activities in here. And then the last one is this smaller one that's still got 50 things to do. Here's the table of contents of different things, and I'll just show it climbing ink. Ooh, stable structures. I did something like that in Odyssey of the Mind when I was growing up. How to do a hovering butterfly. Ooh, a kaleidoscope. That looks fun. Paper airplanes, how to fold them, making butter, spider slider. So again, this is another activity book, and it's got 50 things to make and do. So with that, that is a glimpse inside some of the science books that Usborne Books and More has to offer. If you have any questions about the titles that I showed you here today, please comment below and I'd be happy to share a link with you or some more pictures of the inside. Thanks.